Reality, Escape from Planet Earth, by me, Mike Brumfield. People, welcome to my new discovery. Could there have been a human species that all look the same, equal, because of it? I give that very thing to you with this latest illustration I've put together, clearly showing that in our ancient past we have statues that not only remain a mystery because of we don't know anything about where they came from, but because of their size. These heads of Easter Island are still a mystery because we haven't been able to replicate them. These other statues are statues that have the same common denominator of clearly humans that all look the same. And what I want to present to you is exactly this evidence. Staggered me when I first saw it. I had a light bulb go off in my head that made me see if other people were asking the same thing that I was asking myself when I saw the heads of Easter Island. Could there have been a people that all looked the same? That is staggering, because if there could have been a people that all looked the same, it would help us to understand where they came from and evolution and how they would share then a common denominator with all life, the dolphins, the eagles, the elk, ants, largemouth bass, etc. We're the only things that look different. And what I explain in this evidence right here is that every child is going to have the same impression. And they're going to ask us, Mommy and Daddy, could there be people who all look the same? And I have to say, as a scientist looking for the answers to our mystery, why are we alone? Is there anybody out there? Yes, it appears these statues represent that. They all look the same. So basically, what I want to do is share with you, everybody, to me, the most powerful discovery that I've made, to me, is a human species that all look the same. And that should make us ask, where did they come from? That then is what I talk about in all of my 8 books. This is my 8th book, called Reality, Escape from Planet Earth. When I started looking for angels, spirits, in my mom and dad's religion, and my buddy's religion, it's in my first book called The Two Witnesses of a Religion Cover-Up, I saw very quickly people weren't thinking physically, and they weren't thinking futuristically in a physical world. They were stuck in a spirit religious interpretation of these people in the sky. Right off the bat, my first book, it revealed to me that the sky used to be sky everywhere. Heaven used to be sky, and it still is if you research it. Not a place in the sky, not a city like is represented in Hollywood and religion. It's not a place in the sky. It's basically sky. So anyway, what I've done is I've written 8 books. This is my last one. Reality, Escape from Planet Earth, and it chronicles my search for the origins of life in the universe. And the question of where did the universe come from leads me to a shocking reality that we see the atom today. You see me holding it in my hand over here, and yet we're still asking, where did everything come from? And the atom, if you look it up, I got me physics books for dummies because I'm a dummy until I learned about them, and I'm trying to continue to learn. But it revealed to me that for 50 years we've known that you can't create and destroy that atom, so we aren't reconciling the scientific information that we've proven to ourselves versus the old stories of religion says somebody created this universe. So that was the reason I called my first book The Two Witnesses in a Religion Cover-Up. I have to speak quickly because bottom line is I want to keep this short and simple so kids never forget. The biggest discovery I made in my life that changed things around from me being a religious person, raised in a religious household, to seeking science and knowledge was this right here. I discovered that we have ancient statues that are huge, like the pyramids, they're called monolithic. They're so huge. We don't understand how they've done it back then. So basically, check it out. Check all my videos out. I asked the question of where could they have come from, and I discovered my second discovery is evolution is provable. It's just simply a viewpoint that the universe always exists. It's a big pinball machine doesn't have ending and border and a beginning. And when those rocks smack together and make the perfect conditions for life, guess what? Life evolves from a piece of grain of sand, and it becomes a species that is simply a replication of itself. They all look the same. These statues represented people that all look the same. And my third discovery, if we get into evidence that shows us that we have people flying around in craft, it proves a physical reality, not a spirit one. And it tells us that these people know everything. Guess what? They might be a people that don't have a God story, somebody creating them. They have a story that literally where they know everything because they don't have time. And all of these concepts I'm giving you right now, my three huge discoveries. The idea of omnipresence, people that's always existed, we don't understand it, they don't have creation stories. They created a species, us. And the discovery of statues, humans that all look the same, helps us to understand evolution and how it's just a viewpoint that the universe is an infinite expanse of space, blackness, matter, the white stuff. And when all this white stuff smacks into each other, it's just creates a recipe for life, and there's an infinite amount of chances, because that's what you get into, infinity, and the idea of everything's always existed. They always existed. So bottom line is, please check out my books, my discoveries, all my videos, and most importantly, understand and look for where these people came from. They came from the sky, according to these legends. And that's what you would expect in the future of our progress. We want to conquer space. We have to entertain, could there be a species that all look the same? And could the universe just be a real physical reality, and the spirit story and the dimension story and the time traveling story and all that stuff is just from a man's imagination? And if you use logic, this evidence, it would prove that that stuff doesn't exist, or the world would be perfect now. For God's sakes, if we could time travel, there wouldn't be any hell. We would have a universe that was perfect, no rocks flying around. We had already fixed all that. If there was an omnipotent God, we wouldn't have any hell. If there was nothing, like Stephen Hawking says, there would be nothing. People get science and get knowledge, and for the life of me, to find out about the atom. And you will see that this idea of things all looking the same, evolving from within itself, and splitting something, and it just becomes two things. That answers the whole question of, is there life out there? And if there is, we should expect it to all look the same, and they would not have a God story. Enjoy. Check it out, Mike Brumfield.